Hey everyone, welcome back to East and West Shared Stories. Quick question, when was the last time you waited more than 10 minutes for anything? Coffee, groceries, a reply to your message? In today's world, speed and convenience are king. But what happened to the peaceful, minimalist lifestyle that so many of us admire, especially the Zen-inspired approach from the East? Today, we're diving deep into why, for most of us, speed and convenience almost always win out over Zen minimalism. Have you ever scrolled through Instagram and seen those perfect minimalism posts? You know the ones: a spotless white room, a single plant in the corner, maybe a carefully placed ceramic mug. Everything calm, uncluttered, peaceful. It's a vision of life that seems almost too perfect. One where the pace is slow, every object has meaning, and stress doesn't exist. But here's the thing, for most of us, that's not reality. Reality is rushing to make lunch before a Zoom meeting. It's buying something on your phone while you're standing in line for coffee. And whether we like it or not, speed and convenience are winning the battle over Zen minimalism. Let's talk about why. Zen minimalism is built on the idea that less is more. It's about owning fewer items, living with intention, and finding beauty in simplicity. The philosophy comes from centuries-old traditions, Japanese aesthetics, Buddhist teachings, where uncluttered space equals an uncluttered mind. And I took the appeal. Imagine waking up to a clean, airy bedroom. You open the window, breathe in fresh morning air, and sit down to sip tea without your phone buzzing. Your home contains only the essentials. Your schedule is light. Your mind feels clear. That's the dream minimalism sells us. A lifestyle that's not just about stuff, but about slowing down and being present. But for many of us, that dream doesn't survive Monday morning. Let's be honest, we're living in the age of convenience. From Tokyo's bullet trains to New York's 24/7 delivery apps, the world is obsessed with doing things faster and easier. Why? Because time feels like the one thing we never have enough of. Think about it. You can order dinner with a tap and have it at your door in 20 minutes. Need a ride? There's an app for that, and your driver is already on the way. Even entertainment is instant. Binge watching, short-form videos, everything's designed to keep us moving. And it's not just the West. Eastern cities like Seoul and Singapore are just as fast-paced. The global culture now celebrates speed as progress. The faster you are, the more productive and successful you seem. Modern life doesn't slow down just because we want it to grow. Deadlines are still there. Kids still need to be picked up from school. Clients still expect an email back today, not next week. When life is moving fast, speed isn't just a preference. It's a necessity. You don't always have 3 hours to cook a mindful, locally sourced meal from scratch. Sometimes you have 15 minutes before you're back in another meeting. And in those moments, a frozen pizza wins over a slow-cooked stew. The same thing happens with shopping. You could spend hours researching the perfect ethically made jacket, or you could click Buy Now and have it at your door in 2 days. Convenience fits neatly into the cracks of our overloaded schedules. And let's be honest, that little thrill of getting something fast feels good. But there's another way, the Zen minimalist lifestyle. This philosophy, rooted in Japanese culture, teaches us to slow down, declutter, and savor every moment. Imagine a peaceful home with just the essentials, a cup of tea enjoyed in silence, and the beauty of empty space. Zen minimalism isn't just about having fewer things. It's about clearing your mind, reducing stress, and finding joy in simplicity. Concepts like ma, the appreciation of empty space, and wabi-sabi, finding beauty in imperfection, have inspired millions around the world. Even in the West, you see people decluttering their homes, practicing mindfulness, and searching for a calmer, more intentional life. There's a reason speed feels so satisfying, and it's not just because it saves time. It's biological. Every time you solve a problem instantly, whether it's ordering dinner with an app or finding a fact on Google in 2 seconds, your brain rewards you. It releases dopamine, the feel-good chemical that strengthens habits. You're not just saving time, you're getting a tiny hit of pleasure. Minimalism, on the other hand, delays that gratification. It asks you to wait, to search carefully, to choose slowly. And in a world where almost everything is designed to be immediate, waiting can actually feel uncomfortable. Over years of rapid work cycles, instant notifications, and on-demand everything, our brains have been trained to expect speed. Zen minimalism feels like swimming upstream against that wiring. Here's the twist. Most people still choose speed over Zen, and it's not just because they're impatient. Let's face it, modern life is demanding. Most of us juggle work, family, and social lives. Taking an hour for a mindful tea ceremony sounds lovely, but it's just not realistic for everyone. Our brains crave instant results. Every time we get something quickly, whether it's food, information, or a response, our brains reward us with a tiny hit of dopamine. It feels good, and we want more. Society rewards efficiency. Being fast and productive is celebrated. If you're slow, you risk being left behind. Even in places where Zen minimalism is part of the culture, you'll find people embracing convenience. Why? Because it helps them keep up with the pace of modern life. But all this speed comes at a price. Burnout is real. When everything is go, 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 we rarely get a chance to rest or reflect. We lose depth. Instant gratification can make experiences feel shallow. When was the last time you truly savored a meal or enjoyed a moment of silence? Decision fatigue. The more choices and notifications we face, the more exhausted we feel. Zen minimalism offers an antidote. Less clutter, fewer decisions, and more peace. But it takes effort and intention, and that's not always easy to prioritize. Here's something minimalism doesn't always talk about. It takes work. Choosing high-quality, long-lasting items sounds simple, but it often means hours of research, comparing materials, and reading reviews. Cooking from scratch every day? That's planning, shopping, prepping, cooking, and cleaning. And when you're balancing work, family, and personal commitments, those slow choices can feel like a luxury you just can't afford. Speed and convenience, by contrast, are frictionless. They don't require you to block off an afternoon. They just ask for a few clicks, and they give you the reward right away. So, is it possible to have both? Absolutely. In cities like Singapore and Seoul, people are blending speed with mindfulness. They use tech for what matters. But carve out time for slow, intentional living. Maybe you use delivery apps for busy weekdays, but dedicate weekends to slow cooking or quiet walks. Maybe you reply to emails quickly, but turn off notifications in the evening for some peace. The real secret? Choosing where you want speed and where you want depth. It's about using convenience as a tool, not letting it take over your life. So does that mean Zen minimalism is doomed? Not necessarily. In fact, the future might be a mix of both worlds. Think of it as intentional convenience. Minimalism applied to what you own, but convenience applied to how you get it. Instead of buying 10 cheap shirts, you buy 1 or 2 high-quality ones, but you still order them online to save time. Instead of cooking elaborate slow meals every night, you use a healthy meal delivery service that still fits your minimalist values. It's not about rejecting the philosophy of less is more. It's about adapting it to a fast-paced world. So, which side are you on? Do you crave the rush of convenience or the calm of minimalism? Or maybe, like me, you're searching for that sweet spot in between. Let me know in the comments, how do you balance speed and simplicity in your own life? If you enjoyed this East and West story, hit that subscribe button and join us for more journeys across cultures. Until next time, whether you're rushing or resting, make it mean, full subscribe for more stories that bridge East and West. Check out our other videos on cultural trends and life lessons from around the world. Speed and convenience aren't winning because they're better. They're winning because they fit the world we live in right now. Zen minimalism invites us to slow down, but for many people, slowing down feels impossible, and sometimes even stressful. Maybe the real challenge isn't choosing one side or the other. Maybe it's learning how to take the parts of minimalism that help us breathe and combine them with the speed that helps us survive. So here's a question for you. Are you Team Speed, Team Zen, or somewhere in between? Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this, give it a like, subscribe, and let me know in the comments how you balance convenience and simplicity in your life.